All right, imagine this with me. You're a pop music fan,
Yeah.
like totally obsessed, right? It's the 90s.
Okay.
And you're waiting for that new album, the one everyone's hyped about.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not just waiting for the regular release date.
Right.
You're waiting months for it to even make it to your country.
Yeah.
It's like torture.
Oh, absolutely. The anticipation
I know.
must have been
The worst.
so different back then.
It really was a different world for pop music before streaming took over.
Totally. Like a different universe.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today.
I'm excited.
Buckle up, because we're about to unpack how streaming platforms basically flip the script on how we experience pop music.
Yeah.
From the artists
For sure.
to the fans, the whole thing.
It's a whole new world. Yeah.
So before we had Spotify and like Apple Music and all that, things are, how would you even describe the music scene back then?
It was really regional, like
Yeah.
these separate islands of sound. You had your local favorites, maybe some crossover hits. But for the most part, artists outside the major music hubs.
Like I'm thinking New York, LA, London, those kinds of places.
Exactly. They had a way harder time breaking through.
Yeah.
And for fans, discovering new music was like, well, it took effort.
So true. So then, like, streaming explodes onto the scene. Everything changes.
It's crazy how fast it happened.
Seriously. What was the biggest shift you saw when platforms like Spotify came on the scene?
Simultaneous global releases. That was a game changer.
Wow.
Music wasn't bound by geography anymore.
Like, that's huge.
It really was. And while, look, streaming platforms aren't perfect, right?
Sure.
They did something really important. They started to break down the power of traditional record labels.
So it's about way more than just convenience then, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's about access and opportunity.
Yeah, yeah.
Think about a group like BTS. I mean, they were huge in South Korea, but streaming is how they blew up globally.
I never thought about it that way.
Their fans were translating their music, subtitling content, like way before they hit mainstream.
Wow.
They really used the power of online communities.
That's amazing. It wasn't just the music. It was like the fans were building bridges, too.
Exactly. And BTS isn't the only example.
Oh, yeah. Who else comes to mind?
Rosalía, I mean, her blend of flamenco and pop,
Yeah.
it resonated globally. And Bad Bunny, another great example, brought Latin trap to the world stage. These streaming platforms, especially the ones with curated playlists and algorithms, they helped these artists reach millions of people who might never have heard of them otherwise.
I feel like that's one of my favorite things about streaming.
What's that?
Like, it's like those mixtapes we used to make for each other, but it's on this massive global scale.
Absolutely. And it goes way beyond just the hits, Like, I can make a playlist with Japanese city pop, Argentinian tango, and Swedish death metal all in one go.
And no more like trawling through like sketchy websites just to find that one B-side.
Exactly. And it's incredible to see niche genres finding global audiences. We're living in this like golden age of cross-cultural collaborations.
Yeah.
And fan communities have real power now. They can boost artists they believe in and shape the whole music scene.
Yeah, it's like we've gone from these like regional scenes to this global village of music.
I love that, a global village of music.
And streaming made it happen. It blows my mind every time I think about it.
It really is incredible. And it makes you wonder, like, if location matters less and less for music.
Right, right.
What's next, Will algorithms become the new tastemakers? Will the language of music itself change as the world gets even more connected?
Wow.
Those are questions to think about.
Yeah, lots to ponder.